Bueno, le damos la bienvenida, ya ahí lo ven en pantalla, Príncipe Azul, Justin Herbert con nosotros aquí en Puro Chargers. Justin, bienvenido. And knowing how you are, the stone cold killer that we see on that field, you use that motivation. Okay, Jacksonville, you turn that page, you get ready. Now you have a new offensive coordinator. Your O-line is complete, so the Guardia Real is literally at full go. You have new weapons. And obviously, the defense looks like it has a little bit of depth this season going in. Good young players you added in Tuli Placaso, obviously. Deon Kenley, to mention, obviously, Eric Hendricks, I think is going to have a showdown with you. We'll get to that later. Who has the better hair, who's going to have the better shampoo flow during the season. But bienvenido, Justin. Kind of walk us through where we're at right now and here on Puro Chargers.
Yeah, first off, thanks for having me. Just looking forward to the year. And it's been so long without football, so just looking forward to the opportunity to get back out there on the field. And the guys during OTAs, during camp, they came to work. They did their best, and we got a lot better. It didn't end the way we wanted it to last year, but the guys are fired up to get back here and go out and prove something. And, we've gotten a lot better this camp. Still a lot of room for improvement, but getting ready for week one.
Justin, I love what you answered the other day in the press conference, because it's not about just erasing everything you guys did last season in offense, because there were some good things that were, achieved in offense. Now, what would you say is the biggest difference, the main element that Kellen Moore's offense brings to this team?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that we've done a pretty good job so far of blending the run and the pass and making everything look the same and holding teams accountable to, well, we might run it, we might pass it, and not be so run heavy or so pass heavy, but having that balance in between. And, I think Kellen's done a great job communicating with the offensive line exactly what he wants from the run game. So we've addressed that, in OTAs and in camp, and we're able to move the ball pretty well in the preseason rushing the ball. So I thought that was really good to see.
Yeah, you guys have looked great. And let's get to that offensive line. I know, as I like to call it with me and Pancho on the air, La Guardia Real, they are literally the guards, right, of the king's guard, if you will. When it comes to each guy individually, what should we know about your O-line that maybe most of us don't know?
Ooh, I would say Trey Pipkins is one of the most athletic guys that I've ever seen. Whether you see him on the basketball court, whether it's football, he's an athlete. We'll go with Jamari next. I think he's about as strong as it gets. He's a dog, and I love being able to play behind him. You just know that the pocket's going to be firm with him. And Corey's about as smart as it gets. He's so experienced, and he's seen so much football that he's as good as it gets. And we'll go, Zion he's crazy smart. He's one of those guys. He's a computer guy, and the play, exactly how he wants to play the game, he's got that dialed in. Watches more film than anyone, and then you got Rashawn, who's just a star. He does everything at left tackle, and whether that's run blocking, pass blocking, he's the best of the best. So it's a pretty special group of five, and I'm really glad to play behind him.
Is Corey still the strongest guy in the team, or these youngsters are starting to challenge the king of the bench press?
I don't want to get in any trouble here. I think I think they're all very strong. So
there we go. Hey, Justin, 3 full seasons in the league. What would you say makes the biggest difference on Sundays?
Experience. Going through and seeing defenses, seeing different coverages, and going through that, adversity of just the years of experience and of learning through the pains of through the wins and losses. I've seen so many more coverages and defenses and pressures, and feel much more comfortable with the offensive line getting into the play that we want to, or flipping a protection or things like that. And I think Kellen has done a great job of helping us quarterbacks in that room, being so supportive, and especially Doug Nussmeier as well. He's done a great job too.
And Justin, obviously, when it comes to the division, it's not going to be easy. You have one of the toughest schedules in all of football. You're taking it week by week, not looking beyond that. But how do you see the AFC West shaping up against you guys this year?
Yeah, it's a really tough division. We got a lot of respect for those teams in that division, and they've all got great defenses, great offenses, and so we're going to have to be at our best all year to have any shot at that. And, we're looking forward to the opportunity of playing in such a great division. You want to play the best, and we certainly feel like those guys are as good as it gets. So being able to go up against them, and hopefully they'll make us better. And, I think that's the positive thing about the division.
Starting with Miami this Sunday, Justin, what do you guys have to do to win this game?
Yeah, I think you got to limit turnovers. Yeah, you got to create explosive plays, whether through the air or on the ground. and you have to score in the red zone. And I think football is a pretty simple game if you can do those three things. And we've put a big emphasis on that all of camp. So we're looking forward to that, hopefully rising to the occasion as well.
Bueno, Justin, you know it wasn't going to be that easy, eh? Que te íbamos a soltar tan fácil without a little Espanol on the way out, Papa. So, Justin Espanol, just kind of, we want to just get a take. How have you adapted to the LA cultura? What do you like most? Maybe something that will surprise us. Have you mastered the carne asada, for example? Talk to us a little bit about la cultura and do it with your best Espanol if you want.
Creo que necesito más tiempo para hablar más español. I haven't practiced enough. I apologize. Whether that was right or wrong, I don't know.
No, that's not.
No need to, because it was perfect.
Yes.
It was perfect, so no need to apologize.
It takes me a lot of time to think about what I want to say, so I might be pretty slow in interviews, but if you gave me the time to write something down, I think I could be able to do it.
Sí. If we speak Spanish, si hacemos la pregunta en español, ¿la entiendes?
Of course, yeah, I can understand it. I just have a tough time putting it into words that I want. Yeah.
Okay, so then
I still have a hard time doing that in English, Justin, and I've been here 30 years. So
grammar's tough.
It is,
and the conjugation of the verbs. That's that's.
But here you go then. So what about la cultura de Los Ángeles? ¿Qué es lo que más te ha llamado la atención estar en el sur de California, Justin?
I love the food. I think coming from Eugene, Oregon, you don't really get to experience the melting pot that is LA. And I think there's so many different cultures, foods. You got everything down here, and the weather's great too. So, I love enjoying food. So whether it's going out or whether it's ordering something, we got a bunch of guys on the team that love to experience new foods too. So I think that's a really cool culture.
And have you come up?
No, Adrian, please.
No. I was just going to follow up. And any carne asada recipe? Have you gone on the grill and made a master of carne asada or no? Because you're invited to all carne asadas, by the way.
I have not made it myself, but I've had a few. So I think that's definitely one of those things to look forward to.
I just want to say this, Justin, because every time people find out that I work for the Chargers and with Adrian, and that we fly with the team, the first question is always about you. How is Herbert? How is Justin? And to be honest, and I'm being 100% honest with you here, and I know Adrian, I speak for Adrian as well. It is so nice to be around you because of the person you are. Everybody knows what you can do on the field. We know you are an elite athlete, but it's so much nicer when you pair up that with a great person. And that is kudos to your parents. Adrian and I are parents too, our fathers, and we try to do the best we can for our kids. And the fact that you are the way you are, legitimately humble, not fake humble, like a lot of times happens. Hard worker, just a nice human being to be around. It's to me, it's a pleasure, it's a privilege, really, to be around you. So, yeah, I wanted to say that before this season starts for you, because let's go get them, man.
Hey, well, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, and it's always a pleasure to be on this show. And I love talking to you guys. And my parents would love to hear that, so I might save this clip and show them that I'm not such a bad guy. So.
No way.
I'll tell you, Justin, just as Pancho was saying, I have a daughter, 24 years old, and I'm one of those old school Mexican dads. I'll give you the dirty look from a distance. I'm looking at you. But somebody asked me the question, but of all the athletes you've ever met, who would you actually introduce to your daughter, Andy? I said, you and Shohei Ohtani. That's it. So, yes, Justin, uno de los buenos. And keep up the great work.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Hey, let's go get them, man.
Let's do it.
Have a great season. Puro Chargers, Justin Herbert, gracias por estar con nosotros. Ya saben, amigos, vamos a la pausa y volvemos con más.